Jim, you've seen a lot of stuff in Cleveland Indians baseball over the years. Can you possibly rank Trevor Bauer's whatever that was yesterday?
That's up there. That's very up there. I mean, he's not the first guy to throw the ball out of the playing field. Albert Bell did it once, if you remember, back in the day when he.
Well, that was during warm-ups between innings, was it not?
Yeah, but still. This was.
It was an errant toss.
This was between pitching changes or upcoming pitching changes. Yeah, I mean, this is even for Bauer. This is
right
up there. I mean, this is not something you see all the time. Although, when you think about it now, after it happens, it's a wonder that this hasn't happened before with him. I mean,
with a lot of pitchers over the years.
Yeah. I mean, I've seen him like, I think I saw somebody throw one like they were coming off the field and they might have just thrown it up into the stands or something in disgust. But
I remember Pedro Ramos kicked his glove, punted his glove over the dugout into the seats.
Yeah. There was another pitcher somewhat recently that just threw his glove into the fans behind the dugout after he was gotten taken out. And he had been horrible, and I forget which pitcher it was. But yeah, you don't. But that's quite an exit by Trevor.
How much did he miss Mercado by?
Fortunately for Mercado, quite a bit, and this is the kind of day Bauer was having.
You know what? I don't mean to make light of this, but they say, when people get hit in the stands, you say you gotta watch everything, pay attention at all times. Yeah. Apparently, the Indians outfielders need to do that too.
Yeah, maybe they should have those nets in front of the outfielders on day Bauer pitches.
All right, do you know the stats on what he did?
The stats?
Yeah.
Oh, was there was an exit velocity?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Well, Trevor Bauer's StatCast. Here, you take a look at it right there. Exit velocity 109.1 miles per hour.
109.
109. That's pretty good.
Yeah, that's very good. If he could do that to home plate,
How about his launch angle? 42 degrees.
It's a little
That's
high,
what the temperature was last week here.
But he still cleared the fence.
Yes, hang time 6.8 seconds. So he could have called for a fair catch.
Yeah, that's a great guy like.
And the projected distance 378 feet. So that's not like hitting into the bleachers at Municipal Stadium.
In Comerica Park, that would have just landed on the warning track. So it's not like he really threw it a long way. Let's give him a little break here.
Just think about that. The fact that the human arm can throw the ball 378 feet as a pitcher when you only need 60 feet, 6 inches.
You only need 60. Maybe he's out of position. Maybe he should be an outfielder.
I've seen some throws from the outfield. He could do better. No question about that. So what does yesterday's incident, I said it shouldn't make a difference. If a team wanted Bauer, this shouldn't change it, and if the Indians wanted to get rid of him, this shouldn't change it either. What say you?
Probably not, but let's put it this way. I don't think any teams are calling Antonetti today to sweeten their offer. I mean, whatever they've offered, I think that's pretty...
But you don't think the Indians are saying we'll take less either, do you?
No, although I would say... If anything, the needle's moved more in the direction of let's just trade him because
because he's trouble.
Well, yeah, I mean not solely because of that, but you got the fact that he's going to make more money than we want to pay him after the season, and now you've got this thing too,
right?
And how much do we want to put up with this?
Teams should never make trades for PR reasons, and Frank Lane will tell you that's correct, by the way. But a horrible PR disaster would be trading him to Houston or to New York and then make the playoffs and face him in Game 1, although you wouldn't face him in Game 1 with Houston, but you might in New York. Yeah. That would be one of the worst PR disasters in Indians history.
Well, not if they beat him.
Well, you didn't tell me that part.
It would look bad until the game started, maybe. I mean, you've got to do what's best for your team, now and in the future. And I still think that what's best for them is, even before yesterday, was to trade Bauer for a guy that can step right into the lineup and be an impact hitter immediately. Because if you wait till after the season, what you can get back for Bauer will be half of what it could be right now.
Right. Do you think that Chris Antonetti, if he calls the Yankees, he said, before we get into the negotiations here, just how far is it to dead center field at the Yankee Stadium?
Yeah, well, and do the winds ever blow out to center very often there?
Right.
Yeah, there's a million lines you can do about this. But, I mean, unfortunately, the Yankees and the Astros seem to be two of the teams that would have the most attractive potential return, like
Right.
Frazier, and in Houston's case, that kid
Houston's
Alvarez
loaded.
that they just called up that's hitting home runs every day. So, the Astros got a good young system, and the Yankees isn't quite as good because they've traded a few of them away in the last couple of years.